Way, we're going live now.
Hello.
Can I just say that we've probably got something more important to talk about tonight rather than Eurovision? It is chickpeas, so the group is divided on whether chickpeas are nice or not. So you guys can let us know in the comments. But hello, guys, we missed you. Although it hasn't been too long, has it? It's like buses at the moment. Like no news from Eurovision in Italy for ages, and then we're just getting these kind of announcements coming out. And the announcement that we got today is that we know who's going to be there in Turin in 2022. Not long to go. I think 8 months to go until we'll be celebrating Eurovision again. We will go through the countries and also maybe a couple of surprises of countries who aren't returning this time. Oh, is that a dog? Is that your dog, Stuart?
Yeah, as always. Thank you, Skinia. Come say hi. You've already made a point of. Whoop. She does that sometimes.
Oh, we're having a Eurovox party tonight. So I'm joined by Jess. Hola, Lara.
Hola.
I'm gonna say Dobrovet. Oh, I've got this wrong, haven't I? I'm talking Serbian.
No.
Actually,
that was right.
Lydia.
That was right. Yeah, Dobry večer.
Yeah. Hey, Stu, and Guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
Dom, how you all doing, guys?
Good.
Pretty good.
Splendid.
We have to say hello to Sarah O'Halloran. Sarah, you're always one of the first here, and we love you for it. We've got Nikita. Which country is returning? Well, we're coming on to that in a minute. Yes, Sarah, no, Hungary. Hey, Morton. We're always happy to see you in our lives. How you doing? We've got Clavs. Hey, Clavs. We've got David Damen. Why are you surprised that the UK are in it? They haven't missed a year for a long time. Maybe 2022 will be their year. We've also got ASMR Nick. It feels like a holiday tonight because we're celebrating. We're always celebrating. And we've got James Lewis in the live. Hey guys, how you all doing? So, and hello to Carlos Allen. Hey, we've got Kajit linked. Hello to you, where you are, Kajit. We've got Rai Bailey in the house. Hey. And apparently, I learned from these live streams, I should say Labvakar, which is Latvian.
Ooh, and I've learned something today.
I hope it means good evening and nothing rude. And we've also got Lou Johnson in the live. Hey, Lou, how you doing? So we've been practicing this, and it's going to go horribly wrong. But we've got the 41. We've got the 41 participants for Eurovision. We are going to go through them. Well, we're going to try and go through them. So we have this graphic here, and the first country is Albania.
Armenia.
Australia.
Austria.
Okay, it went wrong already. We have Belgium.
Bulgaria.
Croatia.
Cyprus.
Oh, this is how we're doing it? Czech Republic.
Denmark.
Estonia.
Finland.
France.
Georgia.
Germany.
Greece.
Iceland.
Ireland.
Israel. I feel like one of the flag people.
I know.
Yeah, obviously the host country, Italy.
Latvia. I'm so lost.
Lithuania.
Malta.
Moldova.
Montenegro.
Welcome back, Montenegro.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Latvia host the Netherlands.
North Macedonia.
Norway.
Oh, it's about Poland.
Portugal.
Romania.
Russia.
San Marino.
Serbia.
Slovenia.
Spain.
Sweden.
Switzerland.
Ukraine.
And the United Kingdom.
Guys, that could have gone so right and it went so wrong, but we gave it a go anyway. So there are your 41 countries. We have to talk about the positives first of all. We've got Armenia back, first time since 2018, and we have I got that wrong? That is right.
Yeah, it's right. It's right.
Yeah.
2019, right? 2019.
2019, sorry, and we have Montenegro back for the first time as well. And of course, Serbuk was Armenia's last representative, and Dima, there's a lot of Eurovots love for Dima. So welcome back to those countries. However, there was a couple of surprises. There was lots of talk around Turkey returning, even from the EBU, who said they've been in talks with TRT. I think a lot of people will be very disappointed tonight. They were expecting the announcement to come that Turkey was going to be in Turin next year. And also Hungary, but that rumour kind of died about a week ago. But yeah, there'll be some disappointed fans. But let's talk about the Armenia and the Montenegro return. So, Clara, I'll come to you first. Happy to see these guys back, right?
Definitely. I'm really happy to see Armenia because, they always come with this Armenian flavor, this Eastern, very mysterious kind of flavor. They gave us Sirusho with Kele Kele. They gave us Jan Jan. They gave us Walking Out. Woo-hoo. They always give us great music, great entertainment, and great shows. And obviously Montenegro, because the more the merrier. And I'm always very curious to see what Montenegro brings to the table because, it's like a smaller country we know they have a lower budget, but they try their best and they put things together that make sense. They may not qualify to the final, but they do. We all enjoy Montenegro. They're like our friends.
Yeah, I don't always enjoy them, but we've enjoyed them recently. We enjoyed them in Tel Aviv. So yeah, happy to have these guys back. Dom, I know that you've been waiting anxiously for the list of participants. Are you as surprised as I was not to see Turkey?
Honestly, not at all. I was expecting to see Montenegro and Armenia back. I was predicting that. But honestly, I don't see Hungary coming back for a while, as well as Turkey, especially for Turkey, because the last participation was like 2012. And I have the theory that the longer the gap is, the more unlikely it is to see a country returning. So yeah, I wasn't that surprised. I was happy that the EBU at least tried to make it happen. So there was effort. But in the end, the disappointment was not that huge. But I would love to see them back, don't get me wrong, but I just don't see it happening.
I mean, we did have Italy come back after a very long break. So maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Even
Monaco.
Yeah, but Italy is a different thing because they have the Big Five status. I think that's an argument, isn't it?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a Eurovision now without Italy?
Ooh, now I
It
can't.
wouldn't be the same. It
Not
wouldn't be the same.
anymore.
They have been contributing to bringing Eurovision forward as far as I'm concerned, so it wouldn't be the same without them.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously Armenia withdrew last year for a very valid reason. So we're happy to see them back. But with regards to Turkey, Jess, because I know you're a big Turkey fan, do you think that these conversations are going to be continuing with TRT? So maybe they're not back in 2022, but the EBU will still continue having those discussions with them.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, definitely. I think Turkey's kind of love affair with Eurovision is not over yet. I think at some point in the future they will be back, but I think, when you think of the reasons why they withdrew, I think there would have to be big changes made in the contest for them to want to come back, because if the contest is the same as it was when they left, then I personally don't see them wanting to come back to the same thing that made them left. So I think it's going to take a lot of time and effort from kind of the EBU to get them back, but I do think it's possible.
Yeah, and Stu, you're a more recent Eurovision fan. You've never got to experience Turkey properly in
Yeah,
Eurovision.
at least not while a Eurovision has been happening, but I've been catching up sort of going backwards through the years, and I've seen, actually just recently, my partner and I watched 2003 when they won for the first time.
I love that year.
Yeah, I was actually surprised that it wasn't as crazy as some of the other years around it. But anyway, yeah, and it would be very interesting to see if Turkey were to come back, how they would approach it nowadays, because Eurovision has changed so much since 2012. And I think that because Turkey kind of fell into the same pool of like Greece and Armenia at the time, where it was all about the ethnobops. So they would have to have a different approach this time around, I think, and it would be very interesting to see how they do that. So, I mean, you know, they did mention a number of reasons for why they withdrew in 2013, and certain people have argued that the reasons that they have said are not necessarily the true reasons. So, you know, it remains to be said if these talks that the EBU has been having with TRT will continue, and you know, if they do, then you know, that'll be great, because obviously Eurovision remains really popular among the Turkish fans, as they let us know in our comments. So, you know, hopes for them that they get a stake in the contest.
Yeah, I think when Turkey return, Turkey's literally going to blow up with excitement, because there's so many Turkish fans desperate to see their country perform at Eurovision. We have to say hello to Ben's Cuddly Toy. Hey.
Hi.
Good to have the new year, the new Eurovision year kick off. Great to see you too, Ben's Cuddly Toy. Now, Damon, I have to come to you. You thought the BBC would consider pulling out, but you're happy they didn't. But can they please have a good song and act this year? I agree with half of your comment. I don't think the BBC would pull out. Because it's too much of a ratings hit for them on a Saturday night. However, I also hope that they have a good song and act this year. But let's go to someone who's not from the UK. Dom, your thoughts on UK participation next year? What would you like to see in Turin?
Honestly, I really liked James Newman, and like the 0 points were ridiculous. So honestly, I would suggest they send something similar, maybe with an artist who is more comfortable on stage, because I had the feeling James wasn't that comfortable and not the biggest dancer. That was the issue. But the song itself was great. I remember that the reception in the beginning was amazing, and they were all expecting like a top 10 finish and stuff. And no one was saying, well, you get 0 points, like from both sides. So I think if you just have someone who is more comfortable, I think UK is already on a good track, because remember, UK had some lows in terms of the entries, I would say, especially like in the 2000 years. So I think they're already getting back and better. So I think they should just continue and don't get discouraged by the 0 points from last year.
Can I ask you, Dom, did you prefer Ambers to my breath?
My last breath.
My last breath?
Yeah, I preferred Ambers. Yeah.
Mm.
And Lydia, there were rumours recently that BMG had were kind of pulling out of this 5-year arrangement with the BBC in terms of selecting the UK's Eurovision artists, because it was kind of a 3 or 5 year agreement. But after the performance this year, I think there was rumours that they were having doubts. Are you hoping they still follow this arrangement with BMG selecting their performer and their song?
Honestly, I do, because they have been choosing very interesting singers in the past that actually have like good songs outside of Eurovision. But for some reason, when it comes to Eurovision, the songs that they send are a little bit more on the mediocre side. So all I'm hoping for
You're also polite.
all I'm hoping for is for the next song to be at least a little bit above mediocre, so we get at least 1 point, you know.
But then obviously it would be great to have a good song and a good singer, but we need to match that with a good staging too. Otherwise,
yes,
we're not going anywhere.
She's speaking.
We need the whole package.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen mediocre songs be elevated by good staging, and you know, one that comes to mind.
Azerbaijan, 2012.
Oh yeah, I wasn't. That's way too early for me. But I was thinking more recently, like Moldova 2018. How, you know, that finished in the top 10, and that was there was a whole elaborate stage thing.
Or the actual Moldova of this year.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Moldova tends to be in a bit of a niche spot that way. But like, yeah, what we saw in Rotterdam this year from the UK was not at the level of anyone else that was participating. And sometimes I wonder if the members of the team are watching the rest of what the other countries are doing, because they always seem to be too many steps behind. So, I mean, obviously we hope for a great song and a great performer with a great performance. But ultimately all those elements have to come together, and it can't just be that. It has to be that, you know, mix of everything so that it becomes a unique experience on stage that people want to vote for.
Mm-hmm. We're going to say hello to Morton V, who says he feels like the preparation for the contest are really kicking off now. And what will be kicking off soon, Stu, is we're going to force you to buy your ticket to Turin. We want to see you there. So we've got Mr. System 96. Hello to you.
Hi.
We're going to get lost. We're going to get lost in Turin. We've got Giulio. Welcome to Italy to all the 41 participants and us too. I'm hoping we're all gonna be there, right?
I intend to, yes.
I'm planning to, yes.
Fingers crossed. All right, Bailey, you're not well. You're not the only one today. Dom also isn't feeling his best. I hope it's nothing too serious. We've got ESC Manga from Turkey. We're so sorry, disappointed not to see Turkey on the list of participants, but fingers crossed for next year, ESC Manga. Let's have a look. Morton V, you're just saying DMAR were a fun group. I have to say that when we were in Tel Aviv, they're one of my favourite people hang out with. They were a lot of fun. Very young, and they've all got good futures ahead of them. I also saw Joanne Johnson. Hey, Joanne, how you doing? And Carlos is saying about Kazakhstan, because that was another question mark that was hanging over participation for 2022. Were Kazakhstan going to finally get their chance to appear on the Eurovision stage? It's not happening again. For me, it's starting to take the mickey a bit now, because they're smashing it at Junior Eurovision for the past 3 years, and I really think they've earned their spot. Stu, why do you think that the EBU isn't giving them a chance at Eurovision, but will allow them to perform at Junior Eurovision?
I mean, I can only speculate, but one of the things that I was reading in some comments on these news articles that were coming out today, because a lot of people are talking about Kazakhstan, is that they don't yet have their own phone system. They're using a phone system that is part of the Russian phone system, and therefore they wouldn't be able to generate a proper televote. Of course, we know that that's not an issue for San Marino, because San Marino also uses Italy's phone system, and they use like an aggregate vote, the complicated algorithm that they have to sort out how they voted in previous years and how other countries have voted in order to generate a kind of televote. So I mean, that wouldn't be the one thing holding them back, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure there's other reasons.
Yeah, because they can generate televotes for Junior Eurovision. We know that for sure.
But Junior Eurovision has the online voting, and yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, and I think that it's more critical in Senior Eurovision, if you want to call
Obviously,
it
yes.
Because in Junior Eurovision, you can vote for your own country, whereas in the regular one, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah, but as for any other ideas, I don't know.
Maybe they just don't grow. Maybe they just stay all children and they can just participate in Junior Eurovision. They just don't grow.
Maybe they're just waiting for the children to get to adults so they can send them and do well.
Well, they've had like the three. I was actually listening. I've been listening to some Junior Eurovision over the past couple of days, and the two songs that I've listened to most, because I love a ballad, I love like the whole Disney feel of a song, is Kazakhstan's last two entries from Yershan and Karakat, and they're both fantastic singers. So I mean, Yershan, imagine him. Voice is broken, how powerful his voice is going to be. And if they were to send someone like him in, I think he was 10 when he was at Eurovision, so he would now be what, 50? No, I've got
that was 2 years. That was 2 years ago. 3 now.
4 years time, he'd be 16. He'd be old enough to compete. And you just think, what a voice for the future of Kazakhstan at Eurovision. I'm disappointed it's not happening next year. I mean, let's show of hands, who thinks that they should get their chance to participate in 2023?
Okay, my other one too.
Yeah. If anyone deserves it, it's them. So hopefully 2023. We have to say hello to Paolo. Paolo, we missed you, buddy. Not returning. Happy to see Montenegro and Armenia back. Rai Bailey, you're saying that the UK need more risk. They're playing it very safe. Yeah, I agree. The burning question I have about the UK is what the hell happened to those trumpets after Eurovision?
Oh yeah.
They might have left them there or just tossed them to the next container. Because I don't think.
I'm sure that they will never see the light of day again.
Definitely.
Imagine if they brought them out again next year. It might be quite funny as like a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they could just
burn them on the
offer
stage.
them to another country that has a lower budget and just recycle.
Or to the next love, love, peace, peace interval act.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got to say hello to Tasha because you're talking about another country that's been gone since 2016, which is Bosnia and Herzegovina. So they did take a break. They came back for a year and then they were gone again. Another country that I really miss in Eurovision. BH, I'm going to call them BHRTV. I might have got the TV station name wrong, but they did confirm that they don't have any immediate plans to return to Eurovision. But Bosnia and Herzegovina, Clara, they had a really successful time at Eurovision. I think they had quite a few top 10 placings. They brought some really classy entries.
I always like to see those kind of countries perform because I just like the diversity they bring and how they mix their sounds with like the modern rhythms. I don't know. I just like it and I miss it. I think if all of the songs start sounding like the generic radio hits, the pop hits we hear on the radio, the contest loses interest.
Yeah, Jess, I know you're another big BIH fan.
Yeah, obviously I understand they withdrew because of financial reasons and something like that is not easy to just fix overnight. So yeah, I want to see them back. I want more Balkan ballads and Balkan songs in the contest. So yeah.
But Lydia, do you think we're going to hear Balkan ballads again next year? I'm not so sure.
I mean, we could. Which countries are Balkan once again?
Like
really bad at
Serbia,
geography.
you got Montenegro, Albania. Well, Albania.
I think we can count on Albania or Serbia to deliver something of a Balkan ballad. But it would be nice to see Bosnia back because I think they're one of the best countries from the 2000s and the early 10s. I really love them and I would love to have them back as well.
I just think of a song like Layla.
Oh yeah, that's the one I had in mind right now.
And you know when it's almost like that Balkan ballad type thing, isn't it? When they have their arms out, they're walking forward at the end of the thing all together, and they've got someone on the drums. I miss those songs at Eurovision. We've had them for a good few years now.
That's how we are going to walk into Turin, all of the Eurovox crew, like
singing Clara. We've got Sara Sarajeva, who's from Azerbaijan, I think. You're saying Cleopatra was the best of Azerbaijan. I did see a comment from you saying that you want Cleopatra to go for Azerbaijan.
Oh yes.
Didn't get a chance to go on stage. Well, we loved the song, but we did kind of get Cleopatra Part 2 really with Matahari. It was quite similar. It was even referenced in the song. And Effendi, for those of you that don't know, there's an event in December called something that I can't say because it's a very long name. Het Song Festival or something. It's a big concert in the Netherlands, and Effendi has been confirmed as performing at that concert. So hopefully if any of you are going to be going to that concert, lots of other acts, especially some from this year. Goe are going to be there. Lorraine is going to be there. Trying to think who else is on the list that I've seen. We've got Effendi, lots of Bobby Socks. Any other artists anyone can think of, but a great concert. Obviously, it was cancelled.
I can Google.
Clara will Google, but yeah, we've got a chance to see Effendi live again because she was a fantastic performer. Probably one of the songs I've listened to the most. I think that's the same for Clara as well. Clavs is saying Bistra Vodim by Regina as well.
Oh, I love that one.
This is probably my favorite, out of all the songs.
But do you know what my favorite one was? Actually, it was Maya Sar. Korakitisnam, I think, if I said that right.
Ah, yes, yes.
Go on, Dom, your favourite Bosnian Eurovision entry.
In the disco. Yes, I said it. Guilty.
That's probably one of my
Amazing.
least favorites.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, I love that one.
I cried, honestly. That was everything.
In the disco.
Yeah.
Everyone can sing it, you just have to whisper it.
Stevan is saying, could Bosnia collaborate with private sponsors to return? Well, they would still need to. To return with their national TV station, who is an EBU member.
I have the list of Hergrote Festival, and it's Brotherhood of Men, Carola, Destiny, Effendi, Eleni Fureira, John Steers, Goe, Harris, Imani, Johnny Logan, Kano, Christian Kostov, Lenny Kur, Lorin, Maria Serifovic, Michael Schulte, Neta Barzilai, Ogne, The Rube, Eugene, sorry. The Rube, Sandra Kim, Sertab Erener, Serhat, Stefania Verka-Serdushka, and the Waterloo Band of a Tribute. The end.
That's an amazing lineup.
Yeah, that's a great lineup.
Actually, I can't wait to go. I'm really excited about seeing that. And another thing is Serhat. I mean, Serhat's performed at a lot of events, but people even thought that might be a little hint of Turkey coming back next year. Ry Bailey is saying that the BBC apparently tweeted and said that they've got big news coming very soon. Was that the BBC Eurovision channel? I haven't seen anything.
Imagine if Adele decides to go because now she has a new album.
Maybe we'll check that out. Guys in the live chat, we want to know your favourite Bosnian Eurovision entries. And while you're there, tell us about Turkey as well. David is saying you'd love to see Monaco, Andorra, Turkey, Luxembourg all come to junior Eurovision. I think that's an even longer shot than them returning to Eurovision. But of course, the more the merrier. Junior Eurovision, quite rightly, was quite quiet last year. I think only 12 countries took part. We've got some countries coming back to the party, including Italy will be present in Paris. So we can't wait to be there. And already a few songs selected. Have a look on our channel. You can see Jess's reactions to those songs. Let's have a look. I'm going to answer this one. I love it. Love it. It's a really haunting song for me to watch. I've been to Bosnia, I've been to Sarajevo quite a few times, absolutely in love with the country, and that song serves as a reminder for kind of what was going on in the Balkans at that time, especially Sarajevo. I find it very haunting to watch, but a beautiful song as well. What do you think of it, Clavs? And I think I watched that one with you.
Yeah, is this the one where they clapped? They had a standing ovation before the song?
I think so.
Yes, then I watched it with you, Andy.
Yeah, because it was really, obviously, kind of Sarajevo was under siege at that time. So it was very difficult for them to get out to travel to Ireland for Eurovision. Tasha is,
that's my favorite of all time. One of my favorites, yes.
It's a great song.
Morton V's come up with a really nice idea. Hope Daddy Freya and his group get a chance to perform as an interval act to the contest after what happened this year. It's a good idea. I don't think I've heard anyone suggest that. ASMR Nick, I have to ask, do you do ASMR yourself, or are you just a fan? You're saying there's a huge buzz in Eurovision in Serbia right now. Many famous names claiming to have applied for the national final. Let us know who. We'd love to know who. Is it anyone that we would know? But yeah, we've a few notable absences from Eurovision. Bosnia and Herzegovina we've spoken about. Turkey, Hungary, Kazakhstan, Belarus, obviously, but we knew that anyway. We won't be seeing them for a while. But the fact that during COVID, we've got 41 countries that will be travelling to Turin, I think is fantastic. And that's the biggest number of countries that we've had since 2019. I think it's 41 countries in Tel Aviv. I'm looking at Jess all the time when I want knowledge.
Sure, I think it was either 41 or 42 in Tel Aviv.
Well, still a great number of countries. Glad to see Montenegro and Armenia back. Looking forward to seeing what they send. And hopefully we're really diverse. We have to say hello to Yusuf. Where you been, Yusuf? RAI always go out for San Remo. You're stoked for San Remo in their host year. We can't wait. If you weren't with us last week or a couple of weeks ago, we had Marika from Team Eurovox was talking about, and people in the chat were talking about some of the rumours around San Remo. There's not that many yet, but I think it will be a great show. Maybe one of us can go. That's a dream.
Like what, to perform?
No. Oh, no.
Well, anything's possible.
I mean, if we want to drive their ratings right down, then sure.
Maybe we could be like the comedy acts, because obviously it's like a 19-hour show and they have like the little comedy.
That's a worse idea.
Everyone to sleep already because it takes so long.
But anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap it up there. So 41 countries for Eurovision 2022 in Turin, and we can't wait. We've got Armenia coming back, Montenegro coming back, Turkey not coming back, which a lot of people were expecting would be announced today. We might have to wait another year for Turkish return. Hungary not coming back as well. That's been a recent rumour that they would be returning, but the rules for ADAL were announced, I think, a week or two ago. No mention of Eurovision. It's been confirmed today with the official list that Hungary won't be coming back. Obviously, Belarus aren't returning, but we knew that already. And no debut for Kazakhstan, which again was a bit of a surprise for some people. But guys, if you're not watching live, comment in the comments below which country you're most looking forward to at Eurovision 2022. What kind of songs do you think we're going to be getting? Are we going to be getting loads of rock? Are we going to get lots of variety? With Montenegro back, are we going to get a Balkan ballad? I know that'll make Jess happy. But anyway, Jess, Clara, Lydia, Stu, Dom, thank you. And we will see you all soon, guys. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.